There was a couple of cars in front of me. The light turned green. We all started to move slowly, and I got hit from behind. At first, the car hit me. I was like, "Well, we got to get out of the way here." And I just remember coins flying everywhere. I had a coin pouch in the car, and it just coins everywhere. So I pulled into the middle lane here, and Jose was behind me, but just kind of rolling through the intersection. And it was a bit surreal because there was a car that just hit me rolling with no driver. He was.
I mean, you couldn't see the defendant in the car.
He was down. Yeah, it was like a ghost driver.
Apparently unconscious.
Yes, right. And he stopped over in oncoming traffic side over there. There was a parked car, and that's where he came to a stop.
All right, well, a couple of questions I want to ask you about the vehicle that you were driving, a 2012 Honda?
Honda Civic, yeah.
Did you have over 200,000 miles on it?
Oh, yeah. Nine-year-old car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Cruz, you were driving your mother-in-law's car, am I correct?
Yes, because my car was
Now, you don't personally have insurance, do you?
I'm under my mom's insurance.
Well, this wasn't your mom's car.
No.
This was your mother-in-law's
Yes.
car. Why were you driving your mother-in-law's car?
The car that I usually drive was in the body shop.
And was your mother-in-law aware of your medical condition?
Yeah.
And isn't it true that your mother-in-law's insurance did not cover you as a driver?
No, but
So in effect, you were driving uninsured.
yeah. I just got my license on June,
Yes.
so I don't really know how it works.
You said it was a couple of months before this when you first were able to get a license, am I
Yes.
right? So how long had you been driving?
June of that same year?
June until the date of the accident in October.
In October.
Don't you think that given your condition that you would have had a responsibility to make sure that you were driving with insurance because something like this could happen?
I don't really know how the insurance works, so I thought just by my mother-in-law having the car insured, I was insured while driving it as well.
That doesn't answer my question. The fact is that you weren't insured.
Yeah.
And the issue that we have to decide is whether or not under these circumstances, since you were suffering from a condition that could cause you to lose consciousness. As a matter of fact, you had lost consciousness before, had you not?
Yes. Like 2 years before that.
2 years before that.
And the regulations for the DMV is you have to go a year without having seizures in order for you to get your license.
And I note here that you've submitted to us a valid license, and you were forthcoming about the unfortunate reality that you're not insured. Judge Acker?
Mr. Cruz, at the time of the accident in October, you had a license that carried no restrictions, correct?
Yes.
Does this incident impact your ability to drive without restrictions?
Yeah, they actually suspended my license because of this.
Because of this incident. Mr. Smale, in your evidence, you submitted a photograph, and is that a photograph of the defendant and his vehicle? I can't really see.
Yeah, it's hard to see that. The best way for me to explain it, he's kind of slumped to the left side. He's kind of down. It's hard to really see.
In the driver's side?
Yes.
I think I can see a faint outline.
Yeah, very, very faint.
Mrs. Cruz? Yes. Could you take the stand, please? Now, I understand that you came to the scene after the accident took place. When did you arrive?
I arrived about like 15 minutes after the EMTs answered his cell phone because he was not responding to me.
What did you see when you got there?
He was in the ambulance sitting down.
He, your husband?
Yeah, Jose Cruz. He was sitting in a gurney, I believe. And they were just checking him out, making sure he was good. And then they started asking me what was his medical history.
Scary for you.
Yeah.
Was this the first time that you'd seen him have a seizure? Or?
No, I've seen it ever since it first happened when he turned 18.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for a year, but together 17 years.
Together 17?
Yes.
I'm glad you put a ring on it.